Hi everybody. I am going to do a quick etching project. I'm going to be using stickers, dichroic glass, some opaque glass, of course popsicle sticks, and some etching cream, and some bales. And the description, in the description below, you'll see the name of the company where I got these bales, the etching cream, and the name of these stickers. These stickers I got at some sort of craft store, I don't remember now, but I liked the design, and so I wanted to see if I could etch with them. And it's more important to see what the outline of the design is, because we won't be getting all the detail on the sticker. I'm going to do this mermaid today on this dichroic glass, and I did want to mention the glass that I picked out is black backed, and it's got the dichroic coating on this side. And you don't want to pick a dichroic coating that will turn out, the dichro will turn out too dark. If it turns out to be a dark purple up against the black glass, you won't really see the outline of what we're doing. So you really want to pick a glass that will fire to a lighter color. And one way to tell is to tilt the glass away from you, about 45 degrees, and look down the glass. And you can kind of see the coloring. What I see in this one, it looks like it's kind of rainbowy. It starts out with a little pink, a little blue, and a little yellowish right there. So it'll be interesting to see what it fires up, but it doesn't look like it's going to fire to a dark purple. So it should stand out well against this black glass. So let's take this sticker off and put it on here. Okay, now I'm going to take my etching cream and put it over the entire thing. I almost forgot my gloves. The directions tell us to put it on the glass, cover the entire surface, then let the cream sit for about 15 minutes. Now, on dichroic glass, some of it is very difficult to etch and some of it's very easy. So what you need to do is wait the 15 minutes and then test a little bit. I believe this is done etching. I checked a little spot, and when I scrape away, I can scrape right down to the black glass. Put it back in the container because it's reusable. And make sure you're wearing your gloves for this. Oh, I could have left it on a little more, and at this point I could even put it back on and finish etching. I see little bits that could have used a little more etching. Just little bits right here. Let's see if you can see that. But I kind of like that the little specks are there, so I'm going to leave them. Since I don't have a little sink here, I'm going to use my little dish with water in it. But you really want to rinse this well. I'm going to get all that etching cream off. You want to be careful doing this in your sink, since it does etch. You don't want to etch your countertop or your stainless steel sink or your porcelain sink. Okay, let's take this sticker off. Oh, it slipped onto the tail a little bit. Right there. So I lost a little bit of the tail, but I don't mind. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'd want to rinse this in fresh water just to make sure I don't have any more etching cream on there. You know what I think I'll do is I'm going to add a little Frit down here to give it a look of water at the bottom. I think that would be pretty awesome. So now I'll put this in the kiln. I'll fire it about 500 degrees Fahrenheit per hour, and I'll go up to about 1450 degrees Fahrenheit, hold for about 10 minutes, and then let the kiln cool to at least under 100 degrees before you open it. If you open it before that, you could crack the glass. It adds stress to it. So be sure and keep your kiln closed until it's at least under 100 degrees. So I liked how the mermaid turned out, so much so that I wanted to try another one. I'm going to try it with this heart right here. If you turn it over, you can see it's just a heart shape. But I like the size of it, so I wanted to try that with a piece of dichro and a piece of white glass. This dichroic is something really interesting I'm not used to seeing. This is a piece of red glass with a dichroic coating on the back. So here's the red glass, and you can see the red glass. When you flip it over, you can see the dichroic coating, so you know exactly which side the coating is on, right? So I've cut a little square out of this piece of glass. And again, the link to these products is down below. This is red AB-GMB. So that'll be listed down below. I'll tell you all about it down there in the description. Let me set that aside. This is the glass we're going to use, and I need to find the dichroic side. So if you look at it, you'll see that's really red, so we know that's the red glass. And when you flip it over, you can see the pretty dichroic coating. So let's see, I think I will go this way. This is how I'm going to have the pendant upright. I'll take this heart, place it in the middle. That means everything but the heart, all the dichroic coating around the heart will be etched away, and what we'll be left with is a dichroic heart in the middle. So I'm going to press that sticker on really well, put my gloves on, get my etching cream. I'm going to use a popsicle stick to put the etching cream on the glass. You can put it on the sticker, but there's no need. This sticker's pretty easy to go around. There's no cutouts in the middle that need to be etched away. So I'll just put it around the edge. Okay, the instructions say to wait 15 minutes. And like all dichroic glass, you're going to want to check it before you rinse the etching cream off or before you scrape it off. And the way you do that is to remove a little bit and check and see if the coating is gone. But let's wait the 15 minutes, and then we'll come back off and check it and clean it off. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. So let's wipe this off. First thing I'll do is scrape off what I can back into the container because it's reusable. And what you're seeing under there is the red glass that's under the dichro. And of course you can use any sticker you want for a heart shape. You can even make your own with so many different, sticky products. But this sticker came on that sheet, and I thought I might as well put it to good use. All right, now let me rinse it with clean water. Because I'm using white glass under there, that red will really pop. And do you see that dichroic coating right there? I'm not sure how that's going to turn out being etched away, but I'm very curious. So we'll get to see it together, and when it's all done, I'll show you a picture, and I'll glue a bail on it. I'll probably use one of these silver bails. Okay, I'll put this in the kiln at the same temperature as the other one, and we'll see what it looks like. I'll show you a picture. Okay, our mermaid's out of the kiln, and I actually fired it twice. The first time I fired it, the Frit that I chose first fused too much. I fired it to a full fuse, so it fused too much, and it was sort of transparent, so it disappeared. So what I did was put new Frit on there. This time I used Plum Striker, which is number 332, and it can be very expensive, but I used such a tiny amount that it was so little that it doesn't cost very much at all. And 112, the Mint Green Opal, and I mixed that and put this at the base, and then I fired it to a tack fuse, so only to 1350, and that looks much better. It's definitely too big for me for a pendant. Some people would like it that size. I just really wanted to try that mermaid decal. I thought it was kind of interesting. And then, of course, when the decal let the etching cream under it, I wanted to cover it up, and I end up liking it more. So this could be added to another project, or if you like big pendants, you can certainly add a bail to it and wear that, or do some wire wrapping. Wire wrapping would be pretty nice. If you'd had something this big, it certainly would work with it. And of course you could do smaller decals. Doesn't have to be something this big. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that and seeing how it turned out. Okay, so the other one I tried was that dichroic coating on the red glass. And it turned out really nice. I hope you can see how red this is. In person, I can see that red down to the white. It's a very transparent red, and it's just really beautiful. My glass did slip. If you look right there, you can see the red glass sort of slid down and wrapped around the white right here. And down here the white is kind of showing. You see how it's sort of exposed and sort of wrapped on this side. And so it's got this white line down here, and I kind of like it. I like that little frame. I think next time I would cut the red glass a little smaller or the white glass a little bigger, so I had that frame around it. I think that would be very nice, very pretty. I love having that red glass there instead of black. You know, the usual dichroic is on black, so really pretty. Now I would put a bail on this. And to do that, I would choose my favorite bail, and I kind of like this bail I showed you earlier. I'll put the link in the description below. But I like it because it's got this little design here. I think it'll go well with this one. So I take my Dremel and etch up the glass a bit. Be sure if you're doing this that you wear a mask. I'm going to take my E6000 glue. You can do E6000 or Goop or one of those. Put a little piece on the pad of the bail. Glue it on. All right. I would let that sit about 10 or 20 minutes and then clean off any excess glue that has squeezed out. You want it to look nice. And then I would let it sit just like this. Just like this for 24 hours. At the end of 24 hours, you would put this in your oven at 275 degrees for about 20 minutes, give or take. And you could also do that in your kiln if you didn't want to put it in your oven. But I have a cookie sheet that's kind of devoted to glass. I put all my pieces on the cookie sheet and cook them in my kitchen oven for about 20 minutes. And then I bring them out, let them cool. Once it's cool, it's ready to wear. Okay, so that is our two etched projects. I think they turned out pretty nicely. Thanks for joining me, guys. Be cool, honey bunnies. Bye.